Hello everybody, welcome back to Balatro and our fresh road to a 100% save file before 1.1 comes out. I'm just going to keep grinding up red deck for now, and then we can kind of swing along a bit, I think. I want to try and go reasonably fast through a lot of this early stuff, because I think it should be relatively easy for me with all the hours of experience I now have. But what I'm also thinking is that, like, how much more quickly can I do a C++ file now that I do have, like, hundreds of hours of experience? We could do this. That'll be interesting. So, no extra scoring here, but create a tarot card when a hand is played with $4 or less. So, we can play this full house. Get a tarot card. Hierophant is great. Let's stick that on here. Now, I'm going to win when I play those two jacks, but we've got two other hands to play. So let's play high card and get more tarot cards. Now he's foil, so he's even stronger on himself. So this high card might even just win with the foil involved. Not quite, that's fine. We could up the two jacks into queens. And we are cruising. Now, we're not going to have much money to spend here, but Fortune Teller, getting +1 malt for every tarot card played, is just a recipe for success here. -1 hand size, who cares? Let's do this. That gets more Fortune Teller value, and then we'll just play Queen High. We'll use that. We'll use both of these because we don't want to get the money from selling, because that would give us $2, which would impact Vagabond. Here's high card again, although with this malt and this chips, we're scoring too fast. Ballot, Hanging Chad is now unlocked. That's an incredible one. We need to spend money to get under $4. So let's just see what planets we haven't played yet. That'll be fine. Extra large blind should not be a problem. Let's look for the other jacks to turn into queens for the benefit of strength. Can't use that now, but can use it later. If we're not going to find the queens, I guess we could discard for them. We absolutely can just use all of our discards to look for the other jacks. We did not find them, but we'll just do that and play Jack High for another 450 points. It's too much. We're scoring too fast. I'm sure that won't be a problem for long, though. I'll take them just to get rid of some of our money. And then here, do that because we need room for the extra card. And then here is a pair of aces. That might be too much with the +8. It was way too much. But now we can go Temperance into Hermit, and we actually have some money to spend here, which is nice. Give me another Hermit. Of course, this is all value into Fortune Teller. Sure, we'll do this. Add this 5. Don't need shortcut. We still don't need shortcut. We'll grab a banana. We'll grab Hanging Chad. And roll down to 0. Alright, between all of this, we're almost certainly going to be scoring way more points than we need. Not too bad, not too bad. Do I care about two things to be gotten rid of? Sure, goodbye 9s. So we can do this. Grab both of those. And then this will be another 2,000 odd points. not really the time for the family. I would get rid of Jolly for anything reasonable here. That will certainly do. $4 is exactly how much we're allowed to have for Vagabond, so could be worse. We'll just use that to use it. Play high card with 5 because I don't want the plus 20 malt here. It's still way too much score. Maybe I should just commit to going fast then. Skip. That will do those. And high card. 10,000 points. I think we're going to be okay. Any standard packs? No. Don't need seed money because we're not holding money for interest. What have we gotten rid of already? Jack 10, 9, 8, 4. Goodbye. 2 more 4s. We need to get the secret planets at some point as well, but that will come with time, I'm sure. Must play 5 cards. Fine by me. Jack is now a queen. Justice is nice to have. I wonder how long it will be until we find our first legendary. Mega Standard Pack is great for hologram. I'll take these 2 interesting 3s. Seeing each of these now, but we're basically on a high card build, so no bother. The club is absolutely fine. Why don't you be glass and holographic? That's fun. Single card, 11,000 points. Strength, we still have 2 jacks. Can't afford any of that. If we could find some of those jacks, or if we play rather 5 of a kind, we can get Planet X into the pool. We can use one of those to discover it. I think that's play, win 5 hands in a row with 1 card. Or 1 hand, rather. Let's do this. And then we can start looking for Planet X. It's not here. How about in here? There you are. Get discovered. Right, all of our clubs are debuffed. Oh no, here's 3 high. When is this banana going to get eaten? Right now. I'll take this. Because then we have a chance to find these guys again, which would just be fun. Serpent is the simplest boss in the history of the world. Let's do this. Oh, we actually get to play 2 hands today. What a treat. But this is now worth more than this, although this has 50 chips on it because it's foil, so that's not bad. Can't afford that, so we won't buy it. Simple times. Another Justice. The driving license would be better than hologram right now if it were presented to us. Take that, thank you. Right, Serpent. After play or discard, always draw 3 cards, so we can just do this. And then Jack, strength them up. We can't do a flush 5 right now, or a flush house. It is what it is. Glass broke. That's fine. It's not the end of my world. I'll do this to get some spending money. You can go. This is going to add a stone card each blind, which will then make hologram bigger, which is good fun. I think I'd rather have a strength card. So hologram's just going to keep growing now. How many jacks do we have left? None. There's 1 4 out there somewhere. Let's see if we can find that down the line. Well, we don't, but we'll get a planet card, except we can't accommodate it because we don't have the room. That's fine. Blue seal messing with me. I should have done the standard pack. I now can't afford it. It's fine. This is going to make hologram big enough on its own. So let's just go fast because everything's fine. I don't know which boss would be the worst right now. But just give me more cards, honestly. That's even more tarot cards we can find. If we play high cards, set money to 0. Alright. Given that we have 0 money, it's actually the least bother in the history of the world. I was looking for the 4. There it is. You don't have to do 2 cards, you can just do 1. Why not? If we created a copy of something, what would we make? Add 3 random cards, add 2 copies. I think we just do this. Well, we could do this for the benefit of hologram. And then we can make copies of that. So hologram's now at 4.5. Pretty easy going. Yeah, we're going to crush it. We're going to crush it so smoothly. 1.6x mult, I don't think we need it. I mean, we need to discover it, but at some point we're going to have to gold seal everything. And so that'll be the time to worry about seeing stuff very specifically. Oh, I came in with $5. What a fool. What a fool I am. Let's do this so that we can do that. Base chips and malt are halved. Only 53,000. Could have used that first, but hey. We're cruising. Each king held. We've got 8 kings. When did that happen when we've got 9 queens? Oh, we cryptid some kings, didn't we? Do I get rid of one of these? Have you served your time? Well, I can do this. And I can afford this. And this. and one of these. Power? 122 minus 9, because that's how big our hand is. Now I'm just going to skip. Go on. Very large blind does not frighten me. Let's do this. Let's see how this goes real fast. So, I think we're going to be okay. The devil strength. Let's strength some queens. Then we'll sell that to buy this to get under $4 again. Last regular hand before the boss blind. Wow, the kings do not do much when the base value is really low, do they? Like, that's better, for sure. Yeah, we could probably do that on the end, honestly. Very large blind. We want to just look for kings and queens, I think. Let's play that and see how we go. It's half of what we need. That's the other half. Alright, we never played a straight through that. We unlocked a new deck. 17 minutes. Let's do another one. Beat a boss without a high card. We got... Oh, beat a boss with a high card. We got Hanging Chad. Win 5 consecutive rounds playing only one hand. Troubadour. Win a run without playing a straight. The Order. Win on red stake difficulty. The Zodiac deck. And then up to green stake. So, have to remember that everything's completely different now, and we are not playing by the rules of holding onto all of our pennies or anything like that. Where are the rest of the clubs is a great question. They really don't want to give me any clubs. There you go. Right, we get no reward from small blinds. Ah, I would if I could. These will be fine though. Let's look for clubs again. We'll put that on a non-club. Smooth. Another one of these. They just can't keep the tarot cards away from us, can they? I'll invest in 2 pair. And now our clubs are no good. We got jacks and 8s. 5s and 4s can go. It's not enough. I wonder if spare trousers are already unlocked or if we need to unlock them somehow. I cannot remember. We'll do this and then we'll try and pick up the voucher before the end of the ante. Just wanted any second pair, thank you. Egg getting full of value. How many emperors are they going to give us today? All right, we might not get that voucher now, but it'll be fine. Come on, misprint, be strong. Strong enough. Turtle bean, 3 of a kind. Paintbrush, if we sell this, we can take paintbrush. Cards drawn face down after each hand played. Oh, there's not a lost score, is it? Thank you, misprint. Alright, I should really be looking to hoard money to get my interest going, because I'm neglecting that a lot right now. At the same time, I am going to do this. So now we're very invested in playing 10s and 4s. These opening 10s now worth so much extra value to us. Can't afford any of that unless we sell the egg, which would get us into a decent realm of interest, but I think we're all right. 1100 for that. I'd love to see some strength cards. But when you're getting 23 out of misprint, everything's just fine. There's 2 pair trousers, but tisn't the time for it. Play only 1 hand type this round. That is a little frightening. What hand do we pick? We could do a pair and just hope that we find a pair of 10s or a pair of 4s. We could do high card because the difference is not that much. All right, here is a pair of 4s. Here is a pair of jacks. We're fine. But I would like more basic scoring right now. I will buy a 4. I'll buy an Arcana pack. Strength is what I want to see. 9 into a 10, 3 into a 4. This has got $20 in it, which is a lot. Nines and 3s are what we want to see. Do I want to sell this to get all the interest out of it? Not yet, I think. Close. I think we can get another 4 perhaps. Or 2 pair of 10s and 4s. Will certainly be alright. I forget that egg can just go up to effectively infinite value. Let's take something else that can trigger on Hanging Chad for more multiplier. Then if we can find the 4 of clubs or the 10 of clubs, we will be very happy. Nice to have all these extra discards. Probably should have put the stone card in here as well, but oh my. Okay. This is probably fine. $9,000. Some X-Malt would really hit the spot. That is X-Malt. This is also X-Malt. Let's see if we can get even more money out of these. Well, we can do a 6 into a 4. Actually, we have 7 10s and 4 4s, so king into a 10. And then make the club glass. This is less good because we're obviously playing 10s and 4s, which are not face cards. Discard 2 random cards per hand played. Hate that. No clubs in the bunch. I might just play trips. And then try and play trips again. That's about... I should put the 6 up front. It's about as bad as it could go. This is alright, though. Thank you, Card Sharp. What do we want out of any of this right now? I honestly have no idea. I would swap this for that in a heartbeat. Let's trance something we're not going to play. And we'll do this on the off chance we play one of our high card cards. All heart cards are debuffed, fine by me. Let's do trips again. I think that's a good middle ground for... I should have played 2 random cards with it, but... It's a good middle ground for getting cards to go with Card Sharp and score decently in the first place. Thank you for not breaking. We are above the interest cap, which you love to see. Make it easier to find the cards we want. Alright, that's trip 4s. After which we can then play trip 10s. Thank you for the $20 dues. If I could play trip 10s without playing the glass, I think I will. Especially because I can now play trip 10s again afterwards. Alright, Card Sharp not doing as much work as I would like. But mostly because we're often not playing a club up front. I will buy this because if we go up against a boss blind that debuffs cards or needs us to sell something, we can just do that. These are all the suits I don't care about. We could take Director's Cut if we are worried about seeing clubs as a debuffed thing. Venus, yes. Not doing that, not doing that, not doing that, not doing that. All right. Oh, we have 4s in trips, so then hopefully we can find the 10s that are not hearts. We'll do that way, then we have a better chance of playing 10s again. Show me one more 10. I know they're out there. There we go. Gonna risk the glass. And then hopefully we get Venus back from the Jack of Spades with the blue seal. Of course, I say hopefully. That's just how it works. Lovely. Use it now so that if we come into the shop, there's a chance there's another one here. Keep the strength card. Plus 18 isn't bad, but I'm going to hold off. 1 and 7 cards drawn face down. Should be fine. We could just go straight into 3s to 4s. We've got 1 9. Oh, sorry, we've got 1 9 and 3 3s. So that works nicely. The plus 20 mult twice, 3 times from the lucky card is absurd. Just going to play trips again because we have it in a club. And then this will be the last 3,000 we need. We still need a little bit more base scoring for the last couple of rounds, I think. If I can get some more value on some of these 10s that are re-triggering, that would be nice. Let's do a 10 and a 4 in lucky. See if there's anything really good in here. Not really. A polychrome wrathful. I mean, it's probably better than the gluttonous overall. So extra invested in playing spades now. I could do this, but it's not going to help for card sharp, so I won't. I'm going to get the lucky to trigger 3 times rather than the spade. Totally worth it. Get the 8 of spades to trigger 3 times. And then any other trips will get us that last 12,000 and the blue seal. We got so much money, probably mostly from those lucky cards, huh? Let's do a 4 of spades into glass. That'll do a lot for us in the end game. Another strength. 1 in 7 chance for cards to be drawn face down. I want that 3 to become a 4. There's only 1 3 in the whole deck, so I know this is a 2. Alright, let's do this for trips. And then this for trips. Our lucky card procs have been going very well, and the blue seal is doing tons of work. Let's see if anything amazing appears. Not really. Venus, getting that up to 13 is a lovely time. Even Steven would have probably been good, but here we are. No repeat hand types this round is terrible. Oh god. Okay. We need to theory craft some things right now. A straight. 12,000 points. A flush. $10,000 points. Okay, we're going to need to do something drastic ahead of the next shop, the next 2 shops, because card shop is not going to be helpful in a little bit. There is a chance we have a big hand with all of our glass played, but that's the only big out we have at the moment for that. If we could play a full house with the 10 and the 4, perhaps, maybe there's a chance. More glass. And more glass. Just going to play trips like we have been until we have reason to do anything weird and wonderful in the boss blind. I have trips with glass. I don't really want to right now if it can be helped. Alright, we'll do 1 trips with glass. Save the 2 4s to be played together if needs be. Well, nothing broke, so that's a start. We could make some of this into spades to play a flush in an emergency. Nope. We could do some interesting stuff here. No repeat hand types. Okay. Am I going to play this trips just to get rid of trips? Or am I just going to discard it and hold the trips for another emergency? Okay, we've got a glass 10 and a glass 4. It's pretty huge. Spade, 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 spade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might as well do this. Spade, 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 spade with glass at the front, then lucky, then glass at the end. Do the 10 because it gets more chips than the 4 gets for a flush house for the first time. Okay, we got through it, and that's what counts. A negative even Steven is incredible for this because it plays on the 10s and the 4s. All cards debuffed until 1 Joker sold. This is why we kept Crazy Joker in negative around. Let's do this first. And then one of these. As long as we've got a glass card left for the finale, I think we'll be totally fine. Banana went extinct. That's fine, I guess. Not the time for you, buddy. There's the trips. And one more. Easy stuff. I'm going to get rid of this for that. We sell Crazy. Find any of our opening trips. And then trips again. All right, that is 2 wins. That is 3 wins in a row on the game file. We've unlocked Painted Deck. Any other unlocks to go through? Win at least green stake difficulty. Sell a total of 20 Joker cards. Get the Pirate Swashbuckler. Use a total of 25 total cards from Arcana packs. Gets another voucher done. All right, so in stats, we are now at best win streak 3 on 3. So, solid progress. We'll see how that continues. For now, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.